Can't hear you, but
Oh, can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Gonna go live in five, four, three, two.
You're watching Ask the Expert. I'm Greg Kirkham here with Remington Rawlings, founder and CEO of OneView Inc., based locally here in Bountiful, Utah. Remington, welcome to the show, my friend. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me, Greg.
Hey, so let's dive right in, yeah? How did you get
Let's do
started
it.
in the industry? What really sparked that drive?
Well, I had a college basketball scholarship and lost it with double ankle surgery. So I needed a job. And I got into a SaaS company called InsideSales.com way back when, in the olden days before they got sold. I learned a lot about sales, learned a lot about how operations works because of what we were selling, a neurolytics platform back in the day. And then one thing led to another. I realized I wanted to do operations instead of just doing the sales roles themselves. So I helped a lot of companies get where they needed to go operationally as I learned those different things. So that's how I got into it, though.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's interesting when you get into an industry and you tend to gravitate toward one thing or another, maybe more so than even what you came in at, right? So
Yeah, totally.
what is so what are some of your insights that you've gained over the years within the industry, and how have you developed some of the offers and what you do currently?
Well, it started with doing consulting because I was trying to make extra money for medical bills. And I realized I kept getting asked the same questions repeatedly. Like, what's the best touch pattern that we should use with the different prospects that we go after? Or how should we handle the different analytics that we need to do in order to make the changes that we're going to make, as well as what's the best way to use AI when that started to come out more a couple of years ago. And over time, especially working in full-time roles at companies like Workfront and then Customer, both of which were acquired while I was there, and then Snowflake, which was my last full-time role before I started doing OneView full-time, I realized that there was an apex of data as well as strategy that wasn't being capitalized on by a lot of companies. And at Snowflake, we implemented that model around how to use data in a more sophisticated way to help reps to master what we call engagement capacity. So when sales teams or go-to-market teams are trying to think, how do we do the things we're supposed to do? We realized they were doing a lot of underperforming strategies on low converting prospects. So we just cut the waste, help them do the right things. And then one thing led to another, and you see a lot of improvements. So that's the stuff that ended up leading to what we're doing at OneView.
That's awesome. What are some major changes that you've started seeing in the industry? Are there, I know you did touch on it a little bit, but did you notice any drastic changes that have taken place recently, or is that kind of hot button news, or I guess whatever you might call it,
No, yeah,
right?
there's been some drastic changes that continue to happen. I think the big influx of using AI was the first wave of change, but the most recent change has been people wanting to actually know exactly how to use AI. It's different than just let's use AI, because that became something that was very important. Now it's more, I don't know exactly how to do it, and we need to know exactly where to put our efforts and spend our time and money, because it's either that or we have to get rid of our humans. And that's like the pressure that's coming from the financial side in most companies. I think that specific question of how should we do it has led to a big change I think is about to happen, which is companies are going to invest more in highly technical roles in different departments that have never existed. And that's going to be a very interesting transition as people use AI better.
It really is, yeah, and it's way more than Chat GPT or things like that, right? There are so many other
Oh, yeah.
resources available, but that's when people can leverage your business to be able to learn about what they can put into effect, and then so many other things. Thank you for sharing your insights with us today, Remington. To learn more about Remington Rawlings and OneView Inc., visit AskTheExpertTV.com.